I first came to the decision to open up my own school back in 2006. I had resigned from the school district of Philadelphia. I was the youngest of only 5 African-American male school psychologists. And in my work as a school psychologist, my job was and is to evaluate children to determine whether or not they have disabilities and if they need special education to learn because of those problems. Well, right from the beginning, I was sent dozens, hundreds of African-American boys who I was being asked to determine and then diagnose with problems that they didn't have. I was asked to say they was learning disabled when they were not. I was asked to say they were emotionally disturbed when they were not. I was asked to say that they had mild mental retardation when in fact they did not. The frustration and the pain and the disappointment that I suffered being a school psychologist motivated me to resign from the school district. And around that time, I was offered an opportunity to become assistant principal at a Philadelphia charter school. Well, as an assistant principal, I had an epiphany. Something crossed my mind that I hadn't thought about prior. And that was understanding that if I really wanted to help African American children, I could probably do a better job building a school than building a clinic. And as assistant principal, that's when it dawned on me that if I really want to help African children, it couldn't be only as a psychologist. It couldn't be only as a therapist. It couldn't be only as a clinician or a diagnostician. If I really wanted to help African children maximize their potential, I would have to open up a school of my own. I had learned being an assistant principal that I could help our children far more as an administrator than I could as a therapist. As a therapist, you might see 8 clients a day. You might have 40 meetings a week. But as a principal, you can help 800 kids every single day. As a principal, you can impact the lives of thousands of children every single month. And so it was as assistant principal of a charter school in Philadelphia when I came to the conclusion that Dr. Umar Johnson needed to open up a school to save our sons and our daughters. And interestingly enough, it was on a trip up to Mansfield University in Pennsylvania where a good friend of mine stopped to meet his aunt, who was principal of another high school in Philadelphia. And I told her of my current position as assistant principal at a charter school. And she asked me if I was certified as a principal. And I said, no, I'm only certified as a school psychologist. Well, she gave me paperwork. It made me aware of an open house that was going to be held for individuals who were interested in becoming school principals. It was a special program. And so I went to the open house, applied for the special program, and got accepted. And within a year or two, I earned my master's degree in educational leadership and my school principal certification. And so here I am, about 6 or 7 years later, and I'm one step closer to realizing my dream of opening the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy. And I'm hoping all of you will help me by clicking on the link, going to the website, and donating whatever you can to help me raise this money as quickly as we can to keep St. Paul's College from becoming another statistic in the history of HBCUs. I'm hoping that you will help me purchase this college so we can transform it into the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy and keep the dream of James Solomon Russell alive. Keep the dream of all of our ancestors alive. Keep the hope of the Black community alive by giving our boys a school that they deserve.